I was introduced as doctor, so I'd like to specify something here and make it clear. Yes, I am a doctor, but not in the field of medicine. It was always my parents' dream, especially my mom, to see me graduate as a doctor in the field of medicine, but it never was me. I can't even see an animal hurt, so forget chopping someone into pieces. I have a doctorate in the field of education, and where I am today is due to a lot of family support and my passion. And what I'm going to talk about really relates to all the youth in this room today. I'm going to share experiences about myself because when I do that, it's easier for the youth to connect with me as well. I strongly believe, and I know I'm right, no paper result can define a child's destiny. And why I'm saying that to you, I'll share a little secret with you. I'm a graduate with F in math. But here I am today. My daughter's in this room listening as well. So, yes. But I never let that stop me from living my dreams and accomplishing my goals. I strongly believe, and when I talk to educators globally, when I attend conferences, when I go to schools over here, grades should never correlate with a student's intelligence. It is not what defines what a student is. That's but a mere paper. What you are is what you are as a person, not what you produce on paper. Very sadly, a lot of schools here in Tanzania, and a lot of schools globally as well, only assess you through your paper. In today's world, if you want to get a scholarship, you want to get into a good university, how many schools actually call you in person to look at you, for you to sell yourself or sell your ideas or sell your thoughts to them? The first thing they want is, can you share your achievement reports with us? Why? Does A, B, or C express who I am? Does it define who I am? No, it doesn't. I'm very different to what the paper over here shows. I don't remember the last A+ I got myself. What you need to do is strive to gain knowledge. Knowledge that is going to help you make a difference in the world out there. Knowledge that is going to set you apart from the rest of the people. Knowledge that is going to help you think out of the box? No way. It's going to help you think out of no box at all, because you need to stand out. You were born to stand out, not to fit in. What we need to teach our students today, and what you youth need to understand, is you need to focus to retain information. You need to understand the content you're learning and how to make use of it, rather than cramming it to use it for your paper assessments. A lot of you, I know, are probably hands-on learners. You can create things, to present things, you can talk about yourself, but when it comes to the paper, we sometimes go blank. Let me tell you something about myself. I told you my mom wanted to see me as a medical doctor. I graduated with science, right? Of course, my math always was an F. I don't know how I made it through to where I am today. But after I graduated in science, I told my dad once, you know, it's really not me. I don't want to do medicine. He's like, okay, sure. I have very, very supportive parents, and I'm sure all of you do as well. He's like, okay, Zora, what do you want to do? I said, I think I want to do accounts. He's like, are you sure? From science into accounts? I said, yes, Dad. He's like, sure, go give it a try. Those days, there were no counselors. Now, when I say those days, I've been in this field of education for 20 years. And when I say 20 years, people don't believe me. I'm only short. Good packages only come in small sizes. I have a lot of experience. I have a 14-year-old girl, so estimate my age. I'm not sharing that. So I didn't have a counselor. My dad said, okay, go for it. I did accounts for about 2 or 3 months. I go back to him. I'm like, Dad, this isn't me. I'm really bored. I don't understand anything. After all, it's math, right? Okay, so what do you want to do next? Well, you own a travel agency. Maybe I'll do IATA. Are you sure? You're not a person who can sit in front of the screen for hours. No, no, no. I can do it, Dad. I can do it. Fine. I start the course. 2 months down the line, Dad, I can't do this. Very patiently he says, what do you want to experiment with next? I said, makeup artist. He's like, you've graduated with science, you want to do makeup? I said, yes, Dad. He's like, okay, go for it. He's being as patient as he could. 3, 4 months down the line, I'm like, I'm tired of making people look beautiful. They're already so beautiful. This isn't me, Dad. He's like, okay, what are you going for next? Do you want to see a counselor? I'm like, no one knows me better than I know myself. I don't want to see a counselor yet. Okay, so what do you want to do? I said, henna artist? Are you sure? I said, yes. This is the last thing I'm trying to change. I promise you, Dad. Same thing. 3 months down the line, I said, this isn't me. Okay, so what do you want to do with yourself now? Nothing. Zora, nothing? Yes, nothing. Okay. I said, I need to stay home, think, find myself, and realize what I want to do. Well, my friend was my savior. Next day, she comes home. She's like, rather than just staying home, why don't you come and volunteer in school? I'm thinking, oh my God, me and children? No, no, no. Well, there's no harm trying. I was getting bored staying home as it is. So I went to school. This was Al-Muntazir. I started there as a volunteer. Day 1, day 2, day 3. I realized I've really been enjoying it because there was this child inside me who wanted to enjoy life all over again, just the way all of you have a child hidden inside you. I started living the way I wanted to, and I could see the difference I was making in those young lives because I was letting them live their dreams the way they wanted to. I was helping them learn according to their learning style rather than them having to adapt to the teacher's teaching style. And that's when I realized there's a lot about education that the world didn't know. There's 9 multiple intelligences, and each child falls into one category, and we as educators need to pick on that and support their learning style. Well, I enjoyed it. The principal saw me doing well. I started as an assistant, grew up as a class teacher within 5 months. I became head of department for the language within just a year of working. And I worked with them 8 years, and now I've been teaching 20 years. But that was the spark I was looking for because I want to create inventors. I want to create students who can think for themselves. I want to create those kind of people in the society who are not mere followers, but they are the doers, and they make people follow them. So I did a survey before an assessment with a couple of children I work with, and I went into one of the schools as well. It's so sad to see all these symptoms the students go through before an assessment. It's time we change the way we assess our students. Look at the level of anxiety. Look at the tiredness, jitters, tension, overload. All of these they felt just before the assessments. I feel bad to see students go through this because I feel educators are torturing them. Learning needs to be a journey filled with excitement and love. Love for what you're doing. The number of children who are now homeschooling, and when I spoke to a few of them as to why you're homeschooling, I was told, not only is it because the curriculum in schools can really get difficult or tedious, but when we don't secure good scores, we're bullied by our peers and friends. When we don't get good scores, we don't get the schools we want. We might as well homeschool in a safe environment where we're appreciated. So I asked them, do your parents appreciate you? Yes. I said, that's now the change coming in slowly. We need to be appreciated, whether we get an A, B, or C. We're doing our very best, and we need to be appreciated for that. Over the years, the level of anxiety before an assessment has kept on growing. Why? The curriculum gets even more demanding every year. Every year there's something new. Every year the schools are assessing their curriculum, making it more challenging. But as we make it more challenging, because we want children to develop all their skills in a holistic approach, why are we not looking at our assessment modes and making it more simplified so that the students can express their level of understanding? I may be paper smart, but that doesn't mean everyone in my class is paper smart. So, when I was working on this, being a poet and an author, I wrote this poem. Please understand the deep meaning behind each line. Can a paper result really define a child? Why do we draw a fine line and make some students emotionally resign? Why can we not just be like the divine and allow students to rise and shine? The world looks at young students with an undermine, never allowing them to fly to cloud 9. We hear the students let out a painful whine, and yet we don't allow them to redefine. If we continue this way in recline, we will see the centuries to come with students in a recline. It's time to wake up, dear educators. A time to define. An era where we put together talents and skills, allowing a unique combine. I want you, being my ambassadors, to go out there as well and try to bring this change where assessments come in. There's no denying it. It's a great feeling when others believe in you. But today I want to encourage all of you in this room to keep believing in yourself no matter what. Always believe in yourself wholeheartedly, no matter what people think of you or say about you. I've been through that phase, but I didn't let it put me down. And every time I fell down, I stood up even stronger. Allow your passion to motivate you every step of your journey. Allow yourself to be stronger. Do it the way you see it. And remember, it's okay to be different. You're unique. You have been born to stand out, not to fit in. And when you realize you can't fit in, it's because you're special. They need to be like you. You don't need to be like them. Please remember, believe in yourself, dream, and reach the sky. Nothing can stop you. Thank you so much.